Time to join the resistance as we review set number 75102, Poe's X-Wing Fighter, here on TalkBricks. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of TalkBricks, where I bring you the latest in LEGO news and reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, but let's get right to it. Michael here, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys the first of many Force Awakens Star Wars reviews. This set has 717 pieces and retails for $79.99. The main focal point of this set is, of course, the X-Wing fighter, but we also get some of the setup that would be in the hangar, so we can really play out our adventures. But before we get too far into the set, let's talk about everyone's favorite part, the minifigures. First up, we've got the BB-8 droid and Poe Dameron. The BB-8 droid on the left is made of two brand new parts. His upper head is made from this small dome shape with a stud on top, while the lower section is a sphere shape with a stud on the top and a cylinder on the bottom. The printing on BB-8 is really nice. The head printing goes all the way around, and we get these nice circle shapes that all have unique patterns. The circles are a nice bright orange, and the pattern inside is a shiny silver. Poe is wearing this standard Resistance uniform, and it has so many intricate details. This seems to be one of the most detailed prints that I recall on a Star Wars figure. I really love the way that they've evolved this design from the original trilogy, and the printing looks so nice as it continues onto the legs. The real treat here is, of course, this brand new helmet piece. It has such an interesting design, and I especially love the dual molding with that visor. I think this is something that we've always wanted from Star Wars figures. Poe does have a double-sided face. Here we can see him with a smile, and here we can see him with this more angry, determined look. Here from the side we can see more of the incredible details on the helmet, and he has one accessory, which is this short gun. And here we've got both of the figures from the back. We can see that there's additional torso printing on Poe Dameron, and those designs on BB-8 go all the way around. And here we have our two unnamed characters. We have the Resistance X-Wing pilot on the left, and the Resistance ground crew on the right. The X-Wing pilot's uniform is the exact same one we just saw, but he has an all-new helmet with different printing and in a different color. The Resistance ground crew member has a nice overall design, and I like that the printing continues onto the legs. He has a very interesting alien face, and I can't wait to see how he'll look in the movie. Again, my favorite part of these figures are the intricate printing and molding on the helmets. These are really exceptional designs, and there's so many great little details to find. And here we have both figures from the back. We've got the same back printing as on Poe, and the ground crew member has some additional continuation from the front. We see the remainder of the printing on the helmets, and it's really just an exceptional look. And here we have the X-Wing itself. This is a brand new design for the new movie, but it's obviously based on the X-Wings of the past. It has that similar shape and has a lot of the same features. I really like this brand new black and orange color scheme, which really makes it look tough. And we get a lot of fun parts and color details to provide this really great cohesive design. The ship has one notable new part, which is this new canopy piece. This looks so accurate to what we've seen from the movie, and it has this really good printing to provide extra detail. Just as you might expect, the canopy simply lifts up to allow access to the interior. The cockpit is quite simple. It has room for one minifigure, and you can see there a dark gray seat. At the very back we have an open clip which you can use to put his gun. On the inside we have a 1x2 sticker with some readings on it, as well as a simple lever piece to act as a joystick. You can place Poe or any pilot inside by setting him down into the chair and then closing the canopy atop. The figure looks really great looking out through the new canopy piece. The BB-8 droid can be loaded up just behind him. The front of the X-Wing has this nice taper design, and I really love these orange design elements that are carried through. There's one landing gear at the front that can be raised on those ratcheting joints. Tucked away on both sides is a stud shooter with red clear studs. As we work our way back towards the engines, we get this really nice new design. I like that this makes one cohesive circular shape when closed, and we get some sticker details to provide the orange accent color on the outside edge, as well as this nice panel piece on the right. As we work our way to the back, we have the 4 exhausts, and they are a really nice build. I especially love this silver accent on the end and those pink flames coming off the back. The back of the ship has some nice curved panel pieces to give it a good shape, and we get this gear accent just to provide some differentiation. On either side of the ship, we have two blue rubber bands holding the wings together. This provides the necessary tension so that when we open them up, they'll hold that iconic shape. The opening mechanism can be found at the top of the ship. We also have some nice circular tiles with some stickers to provide some additional detail. To open the ship's wings, simply turn this dial, which causes a mechanism to open the wings. And here we can see the X-Wing with its wings all open in that iconic X shape. And I think it looks so great. It's always fun to get another X-Wing. And like I said, this mechanism was one of the best. On top of each wing, we get some additional details. Here we've got a sticker with some gray and orange lines to provide some nice differentiation. Each of the four wings have these large poles that come out, which is an iconic element of the X-Wing. On the interior side, we also get 4 of these spring-loaded shooters to fire out at our enemies. One aspect of the wings that I found very interesting is that the wings actually aren't the same shape, as the two wings angle out in opposite directions. This set helps fill out the scene by including a few elements. We get this small ladder assembly to help Poe Dameron climb into his ship. Also included with the ship is this small hover vehicle, which carries some supplies. This small utility vehicle has some simple details with some lights on the front. We also get these lever controls, and we get some clips for storage. Here we've got a wrench piece. At the very back we have a container piece with the Resistance logo. Inside we get extra shots for the X-Wing stud shooter. The entire assembly can also be removed. And here we have everything back together for my final thoughts. This X-Wing Starfighter is not the first X-Wing we've ever gotten, but this might be one of the more unique ones. I really appreciate the changes that they made, and it really seems like this design has evolved from the previous movies. Having some brand new parts like the canopy, as well as some of the new play features, I think that this X-Wing is probably the most successful X-Wing that we've gotten so far. And the minifigures are a real treat. I know many of you guys are going to be all over that BB-8 droid and the Poe Dameron minifigure, and this is the best place to get it. For $80, the price per part ratio is not especially great. And considering that we don't have too many elements outside of the X-Wing, this does feel like a lot of money for this ship. That being said, I do think this is a really nice build with some really great features. So you'll have to make up your own mind. But those are just my thoughts about the set, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. Let me know, what was your favorite feature of the X-Wing here? And will you be picking it up? And if you like what you see here, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. I've got so many Force Awakens set reviews coming up. Be sure to subscribe and click on this annotation to watch the entire playlist of my reviews.